Yeah, that's it, isn't it? Like we both do different things, but there's something about our philosophy that's all the way through.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
And it's been all the way through online events, isn't it? Like in terms of like we want a lot of freedom around the learning environment.
Yeah. Yeah, and I think that's kind of created from the way that you and I learn, isn't it? We like to create the way we want ourselves, but then that's that freeness and maybe a wee bit more openness in the learning then creates a space that we can then share. You know that that's how we like to learn, so then it kind of involves other people as well.
Yeah, that's kind of what we've been up to, isn't it? Because
Yeah.
well, you and me both were not big into let's get into books and that kind of studying thing.
No.
But there's something about learning together that we really love and having some fun and
Yeah.
thinking together. Yeah,
Yeah, that's right. And that's how we've kind of moved on as well and with the business, isn't it? Because we started on one thing, we thought that's exactly how it's going to be. And then maybe it didn't work, or maybe it did take it on. And that's the way we thought, right, that's how it's going to be. It's not just going to be start to finish and that's it.
yeah.
It'll kind of meander through whatever it takes. And then that's, I suppose that's part of the fun for us as well, just to see what comes of it as well.
We love that, don't we?
Yeah,
Like, oh, here's an idea. Let's try it out. Does it work? Does
that's
it
right.
not work? And that's kind of how we learn, isn't it? Just
Yeah,
trying
yeah,
those different things. And that's like so when we're doing events, I guess we hope that everyone feels like kind of safe enough just to kind of experiment a little bit and whether they come to the
yeah.
venue and they're with us at a conference centre or we're all online, I guess. Everybody's at the kitchen table
Yeah.
and yeah.
Yeah, that's right. So there's it's kind of similar feeling in all those different areas for them. That's right.
And one of the things that's been fab about the chat room that in a way maybe we all feel a bit freer
Yeah,
to kind of ask questions that we might not ask if we had the presenter in front of us,
yeah.
like kind of really face to face. It
I
just
think
might be too scary.
yeah, and maybe the other participants in a room can sometimes make you feel. I don't know if I would say that in front of them, and not that obviously we're taken away from people being in that environment as well,
Yeah,
but being in that environment, being free in the chat to say that, then that's quite interesting. That somebody might think of a point that they want to take up, perhaps in a workshop setting, and maybe try it out with us first. Try the question or
yeah,
the point of view or something like that. Even just typing it in, getting that voiceover about it, then it might kind of create something in their own thinking as well.
yeah, yeah. I think that's really true, isn't it? Like to have that those kind of initial thoughts in that what can feel
That's
really much more safer. And we know lots of people went on to do workshops, maybe with presenters, and they felt a bit more free then
yeah,
in that face to
that's
face environment, which is exciting.
excellent.
And of course, I think another thing that's similar about us, Sandra, is that we like loads of stuff going on at once.
I don't know if that's our downfall or or our creativity, but yeah, that's great. That's the way we like it.
It's like a
Yeah,
strength and a weakness all at the
yeah,
same
I think
time.
so.
And I love that at our events, like somebody's speaking and you can hear them. And normally, like when we're all in a room together, it only really works if most of the time if one person's speaking
Yeah, for politeness also.
for politeness to you. And it would just be too much, wouldn't it? All that. But of course, with the chat room, there can be like loads of different conversations going on,
That's right.
and there's the kind of what's happening with the presenter and the the thinking that they're bringing.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah,
And it's a matter of tying that all together, and that's obviously what when it's all going on, then that's the enjoyable part for us. Even though it's like seeing perhaps like lots and lots and lots going on together, but that seems to be how it can then facilitate through it. Then we're just bringing all that together.
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. It's really exciting that freedom, and then what can
yeah,
emerge out of that chat. And
that's right.
so many times we got to the end of an interview, and people participants have said, "Oh, that's been like transformational," or even that's a big word, I guess, but something about like I'm going to take that away and use that
Yeah,
this week with my clients. I mean,
that's
or I'm going to use that with my supervisees, and that really means a lot to us when we see
yeah,
that.
definitely. Yeah. And then that's the work in action then from that, that it's not just about the hour or that interaction on that hour is great and whatever we take from that is brilliant, but
Yeah,
then we love that fact that that hour then gets transposed to or gets taken up and used in other places, or even just a thought process, it's not just other people. I think we're the same. We'll go away and have a think about it, I think what's happened, or we'll often chat about it.
yeah,
Yeah, and that's a great thing if that can affect and have that roll on effect from that interview or um, conference. Then that's one of the great things we love about it as well.
yeah. We've often talked about that. And we said, "Oh, that was like maybe we've been impacted personally by some of the
Yes,
content, and maybe even been supported or
that's right.
helped to think about something." And loads of people have said that too. And like, and maybe that's something about our learning style. It's not
Yeah,
just, oh, here's some information. It's like learning in action or something. We
yeah,
want it to like be having an impact, and we
that's
want
right.
to be impacted, and other people to be
Yeah,
impacted. And, yeah,
definitely.
yeah. And I guess, like, I think that's really important what you said in terms of starting therapy workshops.co.uk. Um, it's not an attempt to say, oh, being online is better than face to face.
That's right.
I guess at Pippa White's interview that we did the other week, she said, no, it's not better, or worse, it's just different.
Different.
Yeah,
That's right. Yeah.
yeah. That's the bit. Am I getting that mixed up? I'm saying it's not.
The difference is the same. No, well then it's all learning, but it's a
Yeah,
different way of
yeah,
learning. Yeah,
yeah,
like I suppose even in a workshop there could be different ways that it's taught. Like maybe you're taught by group work or you're taught by the lecture. But so this is like kind of another section of the learning being online.
yeah, yeah. That's it's to kind of extend the fantastic work that happens in workshops. You know, when
Yeah.
practitioners get together and there's a real buzz and a learning. And